I'm not a professional seamstress. Ooh, now I have to rethread the needle. I should definitely be doing this over my sink. Ooh. I really wanted to upcycle clothing because I believe in sustainability. I'm actually one of the first fellows in the Moderab Fellowship for Sustainable Fashion Reporting at Parsons School of Design. So in my attempt to be less wasteful, I decided I wanted to upcycle some of the stuff that's already in my closet. And also, like, I'm a crafty girl. I love me some good crafts. I'm so Gemini. It'll be good to actually be able to focus on something. Now I'm going to show you guys each piece of clothing that I'm going to alter and upcycle for this video. It is very much just a black hoodie with a waist tie, and it is really comfortable, but it's also like, black is just really boring. I have too much melanin for this. Like, I need color. I'm going to tie-dye this and make it just a little bit more fun, and then I'm going to cut out the shoulders because I love good cold shoulders, go shoulders. We'll see what happens here. I got it from Pretty Little Thing, and it came with a matching pair of shorts, which I cannot find. The bodice area, this is so big on me. I'm gonna cut off the sleeves, and I'm gonna try and take it in a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some buttons, which is like my thing. I've been adding buttons since I was like 11. I'm just gonna add them on to the side somewhere. This is a black lacy dress. It's a full-length dress, and it's very like Addams Family. I got it from an old roommate because she was like, well, you probably need something formal for events. I'm like, yeah. And then coronavirus happened, so like there's no events and there's nothing formal. I'm from Florida. I don't like long stuff. I like to show a little skin. Even though I really like this bottom part, I'm gonna cut that part off and make it more of like a cocktail length. I'm gonna add something cool, like some embellishments to the neckline to really help this pop. So that plus cutting it, I think will really help spruce it up. I am so excited to get my hands on some glue and some thread and get started with this. I've been watching a whole bunch of tie-dye videos on YouTube, so I want to really like make my mark. There's so much to play with here, but I really want a design that still looks expensive. I want it to feel intentional. First, I'm going to have gloves because I just don't want to make a mess of my entire life. I do that really efficiently on my own. I have these really big rubber bands. I also have bleach. I am going to take my spray bottle and just kind of spray parts. I feel like I will have more control over the bleach with the spray bottle. So there has been a change of plans. Bleach was not affecting this whatsoever. Because it was a synthetic fabric, the bleach tie-dye effect was just not going to happen with it. So that's why I ended up doing my hat and my tank top, because those are natural fabrics and I knew that they would take the bleach. I kind of love it. This is a great color. This is definitely going to pop more. I think I'm going to rinse this soon because I don't want it to get any lighter. I like this a lot. The hat is dope. So let's rinse this bad boy. Now I'm throwing them into the washer to make sure I get all the bleach off. First step for me is going to be taking off these sleeves. So I'm going to actually turn this inside out a little bit and cut out the lining first, and then cut out the rest of the sleeve. So ideally you would have a seam ripper to go through and like pull out every seam, but I forgot to get that, and I'm not gonna wait any longer to do this jacket, so we're just gonna have to do it with some good old-fashioned scissors. The sleeve is off. So yay! It looks like this. That means at some point I'm going to have to re-sew it together or use fabric glue or my E6000 glue to put them together. I definitely am able to tie it tighter now that I don't have the sleeves. Look, my arms, they fit. I got these big gold buttons because they remind me of Balmain, and Balmain is so huge with gold on any colored blazer. And then I was looking through my jewelry and I found this. Maybe I break apart this necklace and take each of these little long pieces and put them on the collar. This is really gonna set it off. This is gonna set this jacket vest all the way off. I have completed one side of buttons. This is how the vest is looking so far. I really tried it. The problem is I didn't measure. So that's why I had to stop, because I realized once I took the necklace apart that I didn't have enough pieces to go all the way around the collar. But luckily it comes off. So I got this, it's gold trim and it's all braided up and it looks so good with these buttons. I'm gonna take these pieces off and then replace it with this all around the collar, and I even think all the way down here too, because like, why not? I found this. What? This is so pretty. My first thought honestly was to put it around the collar, but then I kept playing and this area right here, ooh, it's lit. This smells and feels like money. I'm so grateful I made that mistake with the beads, because this and this would not have happened if I didn't go into Joann Fabrics and kind of go crazy. I get a little bit nervous using the sewing machine. I'm so used to doing like gluing and ironing and hand stitching. I'm not a professional seamstress. I'm not a professional sewer. So I'm trying to have some grace for myself. Like, you cannot be a perfectionist at this moment because you are not the expert at sewing machines. I still have one item left to finish, and then boom, all of these looks are done and I can stunt on the gram. I promised myself that I would get everything done today, but my dad just got into the hospital and I'm just really nervous and stressed because it's the second time during the pandemic that it's happened. But I'm so far away because I live in Los Angeles, my family's in Florida, and so there's not really anything I can do. And then I have this project, these clothes that I promised myself I would finish. This isn't like as important, but then I can spend the rest of the day, the rest of my weekend driving myself crazy. And this is the one thing I can control, the one thing I can do. Give myself some purpose besides moping and crying and being upset and being stressed and feeling powerless. I'm gonna continue the project. On that note, I'm wearing the black dress and I am going to put some pins and measure and cut to make sure it's the length that I want it to be. The fit of this dress is really nice. It is so long. I'm gonna cut it right where the top of this lace is. So it's form-fitting, but one thing I still have to do is pin the sides. I have to take it in right here. Let's cut it. Bye-bye, lace. Or I could just wear it like this. Oh, this is cute. Yeah, it is a length where I can twerk or look classy. I'm gonna do the pinning now so that when it's time to put it through the sewing machine, everything's already in line and I don't have to guess. This is essentially what my pinning is looking like. Pinning and sewing is something that I learned by myself, so I don't do it the most clean, but I get it clean before it's actually done, so don't worry. It just kind of goes down, it follows my curves. For the neckline, I am going to be adding this trim. They're like pearls and rhinestones in a long trim. The process of putting on the rhinestones and the trim, it was kind of therapeutic. Taking your mind off something, muscle memory just getting in there, it was really helpful. Look at this. The next thing I'm going to be applying is this applique, and this one's just diamonds, well, crystals, rhinestones. whatever they're called. So I pinned down the applique around because I want to make sure it's in place. And I know this looks goofy right now, but I'm going to add some of the trim that I cut off here. Also, this is an iron-on applique, so I literally have to do almost nothing, which is great because I've been doing a lot of everything. Like, wow. Of course I have to clean it up a little bit just because like there's a lot of ironing, there's a lot of glue, there's a little glue stains, but they'll just come off with water. And I ended up cutting out the lace panels on the side just because this kept snagging on them. So I was like, you know what? The universe is telling me to cut them out, which will make it more fun and sexy and youthful. So I'm here for it. I know it's like all in black so you can't really see, but that was a smooth line. It's a double stitch, so it's like super secure. That was a really good line. Now we're gonna do the other side because this is where I'm taking it in at the bottom, like below my knees, so that it goes from being like an A-line dress to being more fitted. This is the trim that I put on the waist, and this is the one that's on the neckline. So I took these jewels and put them here, and I took these pearls and put them here. So it's kind of bringing it all together. And I'm doing each of these by hand with my E6000 glue. I'm finally done upcycling all these clothes, and I'm really proud of myself. I mean, I went through trials, tribulations, there was a breakdown. I almost lost my mind a couple times with all that bleach. This is one of the looks. This is the tie-dye look. I am so happy I decided to do this hat. What? This hat is sick. Like, what? Ooh, this is a coordinated fit now. I love unique things that are just for me, that no one else in the world will have. So, yay, love this look. I will definitely wear this all the time. Together. It's trendy, but it's me. Oh my gosh, I feel like $1,000,000 in this. I am so happy that I found this trim. It really set off the whole look and just makes me feel like this is something really high end. Before I was going for a Balmain inspired look, but this is definitely just Vivian. This is a Vivian look. It's so regal. It's just fun and bougie. It's good separate, and also with the shorts that I found, I can wear this open. Like, I don't necessarily have to belt it. More bang for my buck. Super happy about that. You know how parents don't have a favorite child, but low-key they kind of do? This is my favorite child, but don't tell the others. The neckline, yes. The waist, yes. Even the cutout, that wasn't on purpose, but I love it. The fact that this is now form-fitting and not A-line, ooh, makes me feel so good, makes me feel so sexy and curvy, classy, sassy, a little skin, and a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend, if you are interested in saving your clothes, stuff you already have in your closet, try upcycling. A lot of the stuff that I did didn't require sewing skills. Get a little crafty. I don't know, I'm so tired. I don't know why I did that.